Good evening, good afternoon, everybody, especially Taurus. This video will be for Taurus sun, moon, or rising. To find your rising sun, you need to know your exact birth time. Otherwise, carry on. Alright, so I'm going to do a quick 3-card spread with a couple of oracle cards and pull from my rune bag for Taurus. I apologize for this coming out late. I am a novice. And yeah, so my first video was all about like go and do the thing. This is me going and doing the thing. So anyway, I'm gonna actually start with a soul's journey card. We'll go from there. How's everybody doing? It's rough out there. Some provinces are talking about lifting restrictions, and I personally think that's a really bad idea. So, you know, just be safe, everybody. So fairies, never mind, thank you. Wow, okay, fear. And at the bottom is health. So I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. I personally have been beginning a yoga and like morning exercise stretching routine. So maybe some of you all need to tap into that as well. Yeah, as soon as I started doing this video, I started feeling a lot of fear. So part of that I know is I'm new to doing these videos and I'm definitely nervous, so that's playing a part of it. But I'm doing, you know, I'm doing grounding and energy clearing and all that fun stuff. So yeah, so fear. I realized that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Okay, we're gonna read from the book on that. Look at that beautiful art though. That's so, that feels fearful. So this Soul's Journey cards, that was a gift from a good friend of mine. Fear. No. Dogs. The outcome of all choices in life is determined by 2 emotions, fear and love. Your soul is made of the energy of love, and fear is an earthly manifestation of a challenge. To embrace and wallow in fear is to go against your very being. Fear, in its many guises, is the obstacle that your soul uses to test its tenacity to stay on track. For a soul, human life can be very difficult, but acknowledging that your soul's true nature is love will always help you on your path. When fear rears its ugly head, it is really an opportunity for you to stare it in the eye and turn that doubt into trust. View it as a teacher. What lesson are you learning from these fearful emotions? The more you use the energy of love to diffuse fearful situations, the less often they will present themselves. It's pretty cool. And a pretty personal message for me as well. Excuse me. P.S. I have asthma, so I have random coughs. I smoke, which I should quit doing. So, anyway, yeah. The soul's lesson today is fear. How can we let go of fear? How can we view the situation with love? Cool. Next, I will pull a couple of tarot cards. So I've actually decided to do, instead of just the 3-card thing that I started with, I'm going to do an Irish cross. And we'll go from there, because I feel like it's a little bit more of a personalized message for the sign of Taurus. And my cards suddenly don't want to shuffle. All Father, angels, spirit guides. Wow, okay. So, to start, we're in the first position. We have the Emperor. The Emperor is you, Taurus. Still riding on an excellent burst of Aries energy. Ride it. Kill it. At their best, you know, the Emperor takes action. He's decisive. He rules, right? He gets things done, right? He's able to see things from a higher perspective. At worst, you know, he could be a tyrant, so watch out for that. And the King of Pentacles crosses the Emperor. King of Pentacles is some pretty sturdy energy, you know. This is 2 deacons of Taurus and 1 deacon of Aries, so that's us, baby. my son is in Taurus. And actually my solar return, my birthday is tomorrow, on the 5th. Yeah, so anyway, the King of Pentacles is here, crossing the Emperor. So, whatever you're doing right now, you're in some pretty amazing energy. Stick with it. Yes, so let's go. Above the Emperor in the 3rd position, which is our goal or our destiny, is the Hierophant. That's pretty excellent. That's our card. That's Taurus right there. Magus of the Eternal Gods. So the Hierophant is what we want to be doing right now. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm confused. Spirit, is this my reading or is this for the collective of Taurus? I don't know. So anyway, it's for the collective, but so the Hierophant. You want to be transmitting the message of God, more or less. Receiving those downloads, sharing the message. But with Emperor in our 1st position, that tells me that we have to also be taking action, or we are already taking action going towards our Hierophant mode. So that's pretty cool. So in the far past, we have the Knight of Swords. So Knight of Swords is pretty darn fast. That is 2 deacons of Gemini and 1 deacon of Taurus. So the Knight of Swords, you know, he's decisive. He's disciplined. He's intelligent. You know, witty. That kind of thing. He's got lots of good ideas. But you know, at his worst, he could be cruel and deceitful. So, you know, maybe you had some messages come in. Maybe you had some messages come in that were not so nice. Or some messages come in that were really nice. I'm just going to look up the Knight of Swords right now because now that I'm on camera, I'm all nervous and I'm forgetting my meanings. I'm going to work on that. So, our Knight of Swords. I'll put my deck down. Actually, let's just get the rest of my cards out. It's 4 and 5. Alright. Holding this bad boy upside down. But we're going to keep going. Because we don't stop no matter what. Which is hilarious. Alright, so far past we have the Knight of Swords. Okay. Recent past we have the 5 of Swords, Lord of Defeat. So some fighting. Definitely some fighting going on. And our future influence is the 4 of Pentacles, Lord of Earthly Power. 7, 8, 9, and 10 we will get to in a moment. On the bottom of the deck, we've got the Last Judgment. Damn. Last Judgment, the Primal Fire. This is essentially, well, this card is ruled by Neptune. Sorry, Uranus, not Neptune. Anyway, Spirit of the Primal Fire is pretty intense. This is like, step into the Primal Fire and you will be judged. Do you pass and go through the gates to heaven, or are you sent back to start over again Yeah. You know, do you move on to the next stage, the next grounds of learning, or do you go back as a cockroach? That kind of thing. It's do or die time, yo. Okay. So, we've got the Emperor, crossed by the King of Pentacles. This is a really strong, stable position. It's pretty awesome. Right. In the far past, we have the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords, I was going to look up, and then I got distracted. So, the Knight of Swords, in my little book here. Sweet. Subtle, brave, courageous, clever, delicate, skillful, or at their worst, deceitful, tyrannical, and crafty. Yes. So, very intelligent, could be an asshole, depends on how you resonate with this, right? Recent past, 5 of Swords, tells me they're probably an asshole. Lord of Defeat. So, this is Venus in Aquarius. So, any card that's ruled by Venus pertains to, like, family matters, not necessarily just love, life, and romance, but, like, your relationships. So, your relationships with work, your relationships with family, your relationships with yourself. And this tells me that there's some fighting. There's some stuff going on. You're not getting along with people. Maybe it's you. Maybe you're being the tyrant. Maybe you need to step it down a little bit. You know, check yourself before you wreck yourself, as they say. And then the Four of Pentacles in our future. So in some decks, this is, it looks like, in the Rider-Waite ones, a lot of people view it like, I'm holding on and I'm not going to let go and it's mine and you can't have it. But fours for me really represent stability. And I mean, this is the Sun in Capricorn. So, this is very much like we're establishing something solid, something real, something that's gonna support us moving forward. You know, this is it's sturdy, it's success, it's, you know, gaining some earthly power, you know, at least at first. It's that material, but only material. It's, you're not quite fulfilling your passions, but you're gaining some stability. Does that make sense? Alright, 7, 8, and 9. Number 7. So this is your current position as the questioner, the Princess of Cups. So this princess is about to ascend to her throne as the Queen of Cups. She's not quite there yet, but she has manifested a lot of passion. And I'm really happy to see a cup, finally. Princess of Cup is a really happy card. Yeah, so whatever stability it is that you're gaining and the fighting that you're moving on from, you're loving life right now. Sounds like it anyway. Princess of Cups is pretty awesome. I mean, you know, there's some nudity on this card, but there's symbols of stability and love and, like, growth and prosperity here. And that's pretty nice. It's pretty nice, especially with fear in the background over here. Oh, I get it. Alright, we're 14 minutes in, so I'm actually going to pick up my speed a little bit, but when you view things with love, this is what you can manifest. Alright? In your environmental factors, you have the King of Swords. So, this is 2 Deacons Aquarius, 1 Deacon of Capricorn. So we've got that Aquarius intelligence, that Aquarius weirdness, which I love, by the way, mixed with like the earthly stability of Capricorn and the go-get-'em kind of attitude, right? So this king, he's got a sickle and a sword, right? So he's got a sickle for his fields and to represent like his economic might, and the sword to show that he's truthful and intelligent and all that beautiful Aquarius energy. So, you know, this is someone in your environment. This is someone, hopefully, that's influencing you for the better. But, you know, at worst, the King of Swords can be a real dickhead. He could be everything that the Knight of Swords reversed is, but worse. You know, I'm really hoping that it's not the lower kind of vibe, but you never know. Environmental factors, or sorry, inner emotions, the universe. Boom! Saturn. That's pretty cool. So our inner emotions being the universe, that shows me that it almost says like I'm seeing the bigger picture, like you're moving forward in the right direction, like you're coming and reaching some kind of like perfection and peak, especially with dealing with things on the inside. You're reaching some skills mastery. You're reaching some like maybe some recognition, maybe recognizing your own skills, maybe recognizing just your own emperor energy, right, Taurus? Like, we have a habit of sitting still and not really doing anything for a long time and like pretending we are, but if anybody is telling you to be productive and get your act in gear, remember that fear is not something to be motivated by. Being motivated by fear and doing things out of fear are how you run into serious trouble. That is how someone can control you. So do your best to meditate. Do your best to rest when you can. And look at it with love, which I think that you are, because within yourself it seems like there's actually a good deal of peace and balance, and we're in our right energy right here, so that's pretty awesome. That's kind of nice. What's really cool is I felt really anxious and actually quite a bit fearful when I started the video, and near the end here, as I'm flipping over these last few cards, it's really cool that I'm connecting with the piece of this card. That's really nice. Taurus, you are loved. You're surrounded by people that love you. You might not be able to see it right now, or maybe you struggled to see that in the past, but you have everything that you need to keep your cups full and ascend to that throne. You have everything that you need everyone around you that you need to team up with to be able to achieve everything that you desire and step into your majesty as the being that you were meant to be. It doesn't have to be something as grand and lofty as becoming a high priest of some order. It doesn't have to be anything like that at all. It could be you're sharing art. It could be you're smiling at people when you pass them, even from across the street. Like I wave and say hello to everyone as I pass them, like, hi! Find it within you to keep taking the steps forward that you need to maintain your mental health. And peace will come your way. That's all I got. Have a good day.